My name is Joanna. I am 42 years old. I married Brad when I was 23 years old. We have a 10-year-old son. His name is Tommy. Brad and I got married 19 years ago. We were in love. He was the best husband in the world, kind and calm. He had a good job and a good income. We didn't need my income for our life, but I worked in a beauty salon. Because of my interest, we had a very good life together. But there was one thing missing in our life: a child. For years we tried, but nothing happened. I went to the doctor. After several tests, the doctor said I was healthy and could have children. When Brad's results came back, it showed the problem was with him. I was shocked, but I didn't show it. Deep inside, I wanted to have a baby, but I didn't want to leave Brad. I couldn't imagine my life without him. Day and night, I thought about what I should do. When I saw a pregnant woman, when I saw a child in his mother's arms, or when women in the salon talked about their children, I felt a burning pain in my heart. One night we were at a family party. Everyone was laughing, music was playing, and there I saw an old friend, Steve. He used to be deeply in love with me. He was always around me, but I never cared. Now, after years, we were face to face again. That night, I felt his eyes on me many times. He was still looking at me the same way. I told myself, how shameless. Can't he see I'm married? But at the same time, a dark thought began to grow inside my mind. I pushed the thought away, but it grew inside me. The music got louder. Steve asked me to dance. For the first time, I didn't hesitate. We danced together. While I was dancing, I was already thinking about having a baby with him. I wanted a child so badly, just as much as I wanted Brad. I thought if I had a date with Steve just once, maybe it would be enough. Then I would never do it again. Brad would never find out, and with a child, our life would become stronger and sweeter. Steve pressed himself close to me, and I didn't pull away. He was surprised and happy. He couldn't believe that. The proud and untouchable girl was now in his hands, especially now that she was married. The next day, Steve sent me a message, and I answered. We set another meeting. Our meetings happened more often. Every time I saw him, it felt like I was erasing another red line. I felt heavy guilt filling me. 1 month later, I found out I was pregnant. When the test came back positive, I sat on the floor with shaking hands. I didn't know if I should be happy or terrified. I had strange feelings: happiness, fear, and guilt. But happiness was stronger. I was going to be a mother, and I would have my own child. Brad would never know. He would also become a father. He became very happy, and our life would be complete. When I told Brad, his eyes filled with tears. He was so overjoyed. He said it was the best thing that had ever happened to him. Brad was happy, very happy. But me, my heart was torn between joy and guilt. After my test result, came back positive. I stopped seeing Steve. I made different excuses. I told him that I had made a mistake. I said I couldn't sleep because I felt guilty and regret. I told him I felt sick and I couldn't continue anymore. The baby I wanted was in me. I always dreamed of these days, but I carried a big secret. I knew the baby was not Brad's. The secret was dark and heavy. It stayed with me every single moment. My son was born. We named him Tommy. Brad was very happy. He moved around me and the baby like a butterfly. He changed diapers, prepared bottles, and stayed up all night to help Tommy sleep. Tommy grew, and I saw Steve in him, his hair, his chin, his smile. Brad thought Tommy looked like me. Maybe a bit, but inside I knew the truth. When Brad kissed Tommy, or called him my little man, I felt pain. Years passed. We looked like a normal family. We went on trips. We took beach photos. We had birthdays, parties with cake and balloons. Brad trusted me completely. He was a good husband, and I was a good mother. I did my best, but my guilt never left. Then one day, life changed. Tommy rode his bicycle in the park. We looked at him with joy, but then he suddenly fell from the bicycle. He fell to the ground and didn't move. I screamed. Brad ran to Tommy and held him. An ambulance came, and we followed it to the hospital. The doctors couldn't stop his bleeding. They discovered that Tommy had a special disease. They said Tommy must have a genetic test. So his parents also needed to be tested. Fear and panic filled me. I knew my secret would be found. I felt very bad. I kept crying. Brad thought I was only worried about Tommy, so he tried to make me feel better. After a few days, they called us for counseling. The doctor looked at the tests with surprise and then asked Brad, "Are you really Tommy's father?" Brad stared at him. I froze. My hands were shaking. The doctor said the genetic tests do not match. The doctor said it was impossible. Brad stayed silent, looking at the floor. He didn't look at me. I was silent from shame. Just tears came. That day in the hospital, I told him everything. I begged him. I asked him to forgive me. I said I did it because I loved him, because I didn't want to lose him. I cried the whole time. Brad didn't stop me. It was as if he couldn't hear my voice, as if he was looking into another world. When I finished, he stood up and walked into Tommy's hospital room. He didn't say a word to me. I was alone in the hall. For days, we hardly spoke. Brad was busy caring for Tommy, and I stayed quiet in the background. I didn't know if he would leave me, but he stayed. A few days later, Tommy came home. Tommy was still tired, but he felt better. The next day, he told Tommy, "I took the day off today, and I want to spend the whole day with you. Today, I will take you anywhere you want, and we will have fun together." Tommy was happy and said, "Mom, you get ready too." But Brad said, "Not today, Tommy. It will be only you and me enjoying the day." Tommy looked at me with surprise. That day, from morning until night, they had fun together. They went to the amusement park, rode boats, ate ice cream and hamburgers. That day, Brad did everything Tommy loved. He even bought him some toys. Tommy was very happy. When they came home, he told me all about it. At night, before sleeping, Tommy kissed us and asked, "Dad, when will you come back from your mission?" My heart stopped. Mission? What mission? Brad said, "My son, I don't know the time, but I know you will take care of yourself and your mom." Tommy said, "Daddy, I will miss you so much." Brad hugged him and said, "I will miss you too, my dear." The world felt dark to me. He was leaving us. What should I do now? Should I beg him? Should I cry? He had the right to leave me, but I did it because I loved him. I wanted our life to be better. I wanted to be a mother. I didn't do it for desire. I thought I was helping our life, even though I knew it was a sin and a mistake. But I didn't see it as betrayal. Brad didn't say a single word to say goodbye to me. He didn't even look at my face once. He just picked up a small bag of his things and left. My life became dark. Without Brad, I felt so empty. My heart was broken. The house was dark and silent. I cried every night. Life had no meaning without him. I felt alone with my pain. A heavy responsibility was left on my shoulders. Raising a child alone. Raising a child with a world full of questions. Day and night, I think. Can he forgive me? Will he come back one day and walk in? If you were him, what did you do? Could you forgive? Please write your opinion in the comments. Thanks for watching today's story. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And hit the bell to get notified of the next video. Thanks again.